Hi guys, it's your girl Whimsical Amy and welcome back to Eagle Online. Today I have an interesting, controversial opinion that I saw while scrolling online today. Controversial is from the aspect that it's from both genders. You know how those conversations used to go. But before we get into all that, me introduce my dear guest. By my side is Tiwa Says. You all guys might know her from our other channels. If you don't know her, please go and check it out. So it's very enlightening and all the nitty-gritty on sex and love and all those erotic stuff. And on my left is the ugly. The ugly that is always bashing and clashing and he says I am biased, but I am not biased.
So basically, guys, what she's trying to say is the eagle has landed. So whenever the eagle lands, there is chaos.
So expect chaos today.
Hey,
Don't expect chaos.
I won't be here.
So back to my opinion, my topic. So the opener of this stuff came on a Twitter page which said, what went wrong with marriage in this generation? Men don't trust women, women don't trust men. Like they don't even need men anymore. See, it's not me. Pardon my French, what the fuck was the spark of all this? And a fellow man, let me just say it nice, a fellow man that gave this opinion. Men have to now get women to like them. And a lot of men aren't liking it. It's not me that said it though. It is the response of a fellow man like most of you guys. So, Mama, from that point alone, they say men aren't likable. Please, is it true?
Okay. Thank God we have a man on the show. And I'm going to start by asking him, Ugly, do you think that you are likable?
To an extent, yes. The word likable goes both ways. A lot of people like me and a lot don't. So, yeah.
Do you think a lot of women like you?
Yeah, I'm a woman's guy. From the studio or from the studio, I have my people that can clearly back me up on this. I'm a likable person when it comes to women. I believe so because I happen to have lots of female friends that got my back. So yes, I'm very likable when it comes to women.
Really?
They told you you're likable.
Abi, they told you don't know.
It's not something that should be told. It's an expression I get.
Anyway, but it's a fellow man that said that a lot of men are not likable.
He's opinionated. He has his opinion.
He's a man like you.
It's his opinion.
Okay, so I'm going to say that, these days, safe relationship is on another level, and most relationships are transactional. So it is possible for the women not to be liking the men safe, but then because of what they want to collect from them, what they want to get, maybe money or 2 million naira wig or iPhone 15 Pro Max or whatever, they'll pretend to like the men and cuddle up to them and all that because of what they are gaining. But really, some men, what do you have to offer apart from your money?
I'm not some man. Are you directing this question to me?
You are a man, so I'm looking at you.
So yes, aside money, men do not monetize relationship. Like she said, women has fall under false pretense to generate revenue from men. So they made that a sole priority for them. Men did not. So if you come to me and I run an organization and you tell me, oh, all I can do is sing, I'm going to work on your songs. If you can act, it's your business because all you came to me with was songs. So basically, men don't just provide money. They provide security. Men are very good listeners. If you ask me, they are your... in as much as you don't want to agree. If you see... before I continue, see a child that didn't grow with a father, I would say they are mostly shapeless in mind. But then, you need a constructive thinking for a child. That comes, women are very... nurturing, caregiving and all that. Men are sanctionists. Let's say we're going for a walk, I have my wife and my kid. If she falls the first time, I leave it to the mother. Stand up, sorry, okay, are you okay? If he or she falls the second time, the mother takes charge. The third time, the sanctionist, will be like, why do you keep falling? Don't fall again. So now, for every time this child wants to fall,
I even thought that you were going to find out the reason why the child is falling.
Well, that's like I said.
Instead of saying why are you falling?
Like I
so
said.
You are now. So if the child wants to fall the next time now,
it takes two. I said the mother comes in with her nurturing nature. Why are you falling? Are you okay? Sorry. But then when it keeps reoccurring, that's where sanction comes in. That's where I'm going with this. So for people that say men just bring money, do better. Because if you grew up with your father, no disrespect to you, look at that man that you grew up with. He's a sole provider. He provided a lot of amenities.
Which one is sole? What do you mean by sole provider?
Like he's a provider.
Hey, it's a provider. Don't say sole. Because if you have a family that a man and a woman is, you can't call the man the sole provider. Because if the man is providing for financially, the woman is also providing emotionally and otherwise.
And
so you can't say sole provider.
No, well, the question was, what do men bring aside money? I was going to give you like a breakdown. Aside finance, there are other things that you know that men bring. But
we actually don't know because you're actually speaking.
So I mean, I mentioned security.
Like you're reading a script because it's not real. And your money is your security. Let me
my money is not my security.
Wait, let me say this. And then we are not even relaxed. We are not even talking about family or marriage or something. Okay. Now we're just talking man, woman, maybe man, woman, boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay, you know that there are some women. I know for a fact that there are some men that some women would not ordinarily talk to. They will not even, normally assuming that we just met normally on the road and then you don't have anything in your pocket, you are just normal. They probably will not even talk to you.
So who are you putting?
But they are talking to you because, okay, maybe they probably see you in a big car or they see that, okay, you have, that guy has money, you have something.
So you are putting this on the men or the women?
I'm not putting it on the men.
That's false pretense now.
Yes, I'm not putting it on the men. I'm just saying that most of the time, that's the way it rolls. It's because of what the guy has to offer, which is the money. When you say guy, okay,
then? If you would not originally talk to me,
there's a lot more. If
you would not originally talk to me,
even the men these days, they'll be like, kinika, everybody has a price. Once you have your money, you can get any woman.
But like I mentioned,
it's all about the money.
Like I mentioned, if you bring that to me, that's all you get. So now, all I'm saying is, if you bring false pretense in the sense of making money from me, that's all you get.
So how will you know it's false pretense?
Because it shows.
You just said it's pretense. How will you know?
It shows, like you just mentioned, it shows. If it's not genuine, it's not genuine. Because you keep asking for this money, like,
and the man keeps giving.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes, because that's all you ask for. And let me make something.
Because it's a transaction.
Let me make something clear. Let me make something clear before I let the host continue. There is something that has been going on. The society has programmed men now to make money and forget about emotional intelligence. So now this man has money and has forgone what it means to be emotionally intelligent, because now he has been made to believe that all women want is money. So now everywhere he goes, if you don't get money, clear. If you don't get money, blind man. If you don't get money, now if you're a poor man, you are more or less a disabled human being. There's a saying that goes that there is no law. How did that saying go? If I remember during the course of the show, I'll say it. So men, I think men are loved on the condition that you provide, and women are loved unconditionally. And I kind of agree with that statement, because she just made statements that if you can't provide money, these women will not look your direction. But as long as you have that money, you don't have the look. So now you cannot blame a man that is not emotionally, aware, because all his life he was busy looking for money. So when you come crying, you need advice and all, he just gives you money. Now you're having a mental breakdown, he gives you money. You are doing this. And trust me, money doesn't cure every problem. That sometimes you want to have a chit chat. You want to just talk, how was your day? It was like, fine, take this 2 million and I'm gonna make your hair. You think money is everything, but until you get bored. This lady, I'm not saying she's bored though, but this lady came out, this Eleganza's wife, and she gave a snippet or like a short video of her walk-in closet. Trust me, this woman has everything a woman should have. Everything from the Birkins, the bags, the perfumes. A walk-in closet is some your wealthy people's life savings. But then, what more do you want to give to this lady when it comes in terms of cash? This woman don't need your money. She needs your emotional intelligence to play in. But, how many men can give that these days? Because we're busy looking for money, looking for schemes to make money. That's what I have to say about that.
So you agree that men aren't likable because they believe they already have the money?
Well, men are likable creatures give yourself reasons to like men aside money. You will see the good in men. In terms of security, in terms of, communication, in many aspects.
Do men really communicate?
Men communicate when they're comfortable. Men communicate when they're comfortable. Like I said, if you come to me for just money, I want to give this scenario of these same people, how he met this woman. He's married and then he goes to this girl's school. Many girls of this generation would just jump on it. But with the man's money, he walked to, I'm talking about this Eleganza man as well, because I checked his backstory. He walked to get this lady. In our school, he goes to pick her up, takes her to nice places. She did not just accept because he had money. But know this to you ladies. The ladies of today, or some of the ladies of today, once they just see that flashy car, you don't even need to come to them. They come to you. Or they send signals, which is bad. That's my take.
Anyway, like I said, this is my guy here. He gave a lot of opinions that sparked outrage. So he said, let's be honest about the situation. The generation of men now versus the generation of men then, they didn't need to exactly work to get a woman to like them or to marry them, because then a woman needed you. You did not really need the woman.
Yes.
A woman needed you for finances, to have a
For
house,
security, for
it's
stability,
not that
for
long
yes.
ago when you needed a man's name to open a bank account, to own a house, to own a car. So this is where I actually have to see his point. His point, though, not a point. His point. Women needed you then because without you, they couldn't survive. Do you deny that?
I'm letting you do your thing.
They couldn't survive. They couldn't do anything. If they were not married, they had to remain in their father's house again under a man. You get. So there was the financial part
That she just mentioned, yes.
So now, where we have the women who are working, they have everything. Most women, like you said, most girls still want men to double. The average sane woman is working for herself. She knows a plan. She knows what she's doing. So when that woman has everything that the men have already grown up, these are sons that have now grown up from that marriage. Like, as long as she provide this, the woman will stay with you. Now, these women have already seen their own mothers, seeing how they suffer through that, and they don't want that. So they've gone to school, they are planning their life, they are making their money. So now, in the financial part, you can't really offer anything that will say they want to come
exactly.
and stay.
Because they'll be like, what do you want to give me? I'm not ready. And that is why, there's this saying that, this funny saying that, if you are well-to-do, if you are doing well, a man will not come to you. You won't have husband because you'll be threatened by your achievements. Can you imagine?
Opinion.
Exactly. Like I've even seen situations where someone in church, they will tell them, if you have a car, the person had a car, had a good job, had this, they say no, you have to be parking your car, or you go and put your car down or something. That you should not have a car. You should be taking bus on public transport so that the man does not feel threatened. I'm like, which type of? Then you should not even marry that kind of person.
Thank you. Do you have?
I don't understand.
Let's be real now. Let's actually be real.
And they call that one being humble, being submissive.
Before people say it's gold digging, no. I don't accept that. Even it's possible for a man to marry beneath their standard. It's acceptable. People, because it's love. But it's not strange when a woman is higher than the man. That's when it starts. And I can understand that, because why would a woman who is well-to-do want to go and marry someone lower than herself? Like, there was a post that was going about that said the woman is making 2 million and the man is making 100K, 50K or something. Somebody asked, how did you two meet? Like, where was
exactly? How do you meet? Because they said like attract likes, and that's why they said the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer, because the rich people mingle with the rich and the poor mingle with the poor. So it's only if you have a plan for your life and you know where you are going, and then you plan yourself, you try to put yourself in this mix so that you can go up as well. But the circle goes like that.
They know where they are going. They know. You said that they will park your car and girls will flood there. They know the surrounding of where those girls. Then they cannot go and do that to a certain caliber of girls. Why are you bossing?
You know where the girls are going to flock you. There are some places you will go where everybody else they came with their own car. Who want to flock your car? Like for what now?
So in terms of finance, that's why I actually understood the point when I said that women don't need men in that aspect. So that one disqualified for the same women, the ones that actually know what they want in life. You cannot use money to say you want to travel. You cannot use that against them. Can you accept that part? Or do you?
I'm not disregarding or not accepting what you just said. So this is what I have to say. about all the things you said. I'll start from the part where you said these days women don't need men. I think not. I would have loved to like delve into the Bible, but let me
the financial part. Let's do it.
No, I mean,
I'm still going to move forward. I'm still going to move some more.
I feel like this lady don't want me to talk.
Talk.
I'll go back to the days where men like were still running the households, you know, as a man, before the whole idea of like education and all that. If you check that time and this time, I think I've had this conversation on the show before. At the age of 22, 23, I'm married as a man because your family had something on ground for you. Either farming, livestock farming, whatnot. There's just something. So as the father is growing old, you as his son, you are getting married because there is a system that works. But nowadays, you're not dependent. You see a 40-year-old man is not ready to get married because he's looking for a job. Then you don't have to look for a job. You already had a job as a human being because all you knew was farming all your life. They gave birth to you, they were taking you to the farm. So as you are growing, people already had a yam ban, you know, a system that works, that kept on repeating itself until they brought this Western culture to us that they took our farmers and called them horticulturists. They will pay you a certain salary to do their biddings, not yours anymore. So people stop feeding themselves and working for the white folks. Let me not get into all that. Let me come back a notch. She said something about, you know, men not being happy when women are doing better. A lot of men are actually happier when their women are doing better. You just don't see those ones. You see the ones that are being threatened. Why are they threatened? Have you seen a woman that is doing well for herself? There is, I mean, not all though, but then you see this certain disrespect. Or maybe, I'll give you an example. She borrowed you 2K. That 2K, if you not quick pay that 2K, you just see some, you know, minor insults chipping in. You know, I'm the household husband now. I'm the one feeding my family. I mean, you see people that have raised a family for 30 years and then they lose their job. The wife takes over. Social media is all over social media. So these are like some circumstances that men avoid, you know. And when it comes in terms of like building, you saying what is a woman doing with a man that is lesser? Trust me, men are visionaries. Women are nurturers. When I see the vision, it's just like a plant. You see the soil. It takes something to nurture that plant to grow. Mm-hmm. So if you have a good woman, trust me, whatever vision you have will grow. So if you say women don't need men, women need men because most of these big women you're talking about are being sponsored by men. Check the underground story. If you check, you go see a man, they support them. You know.
What do you mean by that?
I'll give you an example.
You know, so everyone cannot build on our. What do you mean by? I don't understand.
I will give you an example now.
So if the woman is doing well now,
she don't start her own business.
She's climbing on somebody's leg.
I'll give you an example. You know, there was this man that came on air and he said something. He said for every girl he has dated, he builds a standard that no man will be able to beat. So that girl, whenever she goes out there, she always finds her way back. So imagine a man, you just met a girl just now, you gave her 5 million naira. Because you're pretty, I just decided to give you this 5 million naira.
That's where we say you guys are enablers. Okay, why are you doing that?
I'm going somewhere because now I understand that might be a very wrong thinking. So if you, as a person now says you don't need a man, what is the ratio of, you know, women doing this to men? Let's go back to the time where men were still very interested in women. They'll go back to the village, bring a nobody and turn this nobody into a somebody. I was going to mention names, but I don't want it to be like a disrespect to these people. Please permit me, no disrespect to you. I want to take the example of like Regina Daniels now. I'm not saying you're a nobody, but then Regina, she was just an actress. She got married to a billionaire. Now she's every young girl's dream role model or whatnot. I mean, how many names can you mention like that of women that, you know, brought people from nothing into something?
Is Regina Daniels doing anything now?
She's still an actress. But she's
doing a lot more. I hope you know. She's
like I said,
so it's not
if someone like Regina Daniels
and chopping money.
If someone like Regina Daniels, like if people were not paying attention to the part where I said men make women these things. If somebody like her husband didn't get married to Regina Daniels.
It's not everybody that is up there that got married to a rich man now.
I'm not.
There are plenty of women who rose through the ranks.
She went
to her business.
Don't say that is
So there must be a man there.
The same way a man will start her own business. You cannot tell me the man started business without some people helping him. You can't say that.
You missed my point, but
No,
that's
you
fine.
said that
I hope
every
you the viewers
woman that
understand what I'm
that,
saying.
that
What
became
is your
something
point
had
exactly?
a man pushing her up. That doesn't.
What is your
Everybody
point
when
exactly?
they are reaching a level has
Exactly.
people pushing them up.
If you call women if you call men enablers, call women nurturers too. Because for wherever this man is today or whoever he is, like the eleganza I was mentioning, the man is old. So the woman has been superseding the office, the whole organization and all. Why? Because he put her through. There are some women that if this man had married, the company would have run down. So if you marry right, there's no, for me, those of you that are saying, you don't need a man. I'm a Christian, so please permit me to use the Bible on your show. Well, I want to start with, I wrote it down. Allow me read it. Proverbs 31:23. It says, women's worth is not solely defined by her own actions, but also by the impact, keyword, impact, she has on those around her, particularly her husband. So it's not just what you do. So clearly there has to be an husband and the impact you put on that husband. Like I've been saying since, these women have, been in the lives of their husband and they are doing amazingly well. So if you feel like you don't need a man, please don't just continue on that route. Just they go. Just they look forward. Another chapter I would like to bring to this show is Proverbs 27:17. It says that iron sharpeneth iron. So does a man. Mama, leave me now. See what I say. The rest does not matter. The fact that iron sharpeneth iron, it means that everybody has their role to play.
Exactly.
So if you say you don't need a particular role in your life, just they go.
What can I take this? What my point was that women nowadays can stand on their own finances without needing to depend on a man to survive.
Is life just
Is
based
that
on-
a lie? Yes or no?
No.
It's not a lie
It's
now.
not a
No,
lie.
it's a lie. It's a lie.
Okay, you're telling me that I'm working, I'm making my money, I'm living in my own apartment that I rented out.
How is
Like
it a lie?
how?
How is it a lie?
Question. Most of these things that you used to make your money, who created them?
Like,
Where are we
literally
going now?
You're like
Where are we going?
during the course of the show, we'll discuss these things.
So no, you are saying that who created them? Are you trying to say that now that women did not create anything? Is that what you want
Well,
to say?
this goes to show
Is that what you are going to say?
So this goes to show that I'm not saying all women are not good listeners, but they just pick what they want to hear. I'm a lover of women, don't get it wrong. Women are very powerful, but they've chose the wrong cause. Women were like if you check most wars of today, who causes it? Women. You as a king, you go to bed, your wife keeps telling you, this man, he has been this, he has been that. Just because of that, your wife doesn't like this person, you can kill this person. They carry that power.
You want to bring in that one?
See, you are not bringing what? This is an appraisal to
Why
women.
you want to say that the women were saying the organ that is
Listen. So now we're not supposed to listen to our wife because it says in the Bible that
listen to your wife, also use wisdom, please.
Wow.
Please. No, use
What?
wisdom. Because I will not disagree that women have led men to their room. Fine.
And then women have led men to their greatness and success.
Exactly.
That is what I'm getting somewhere. You're not letting. So one of my
But it
colleagues.
also depends on the man listening.
One of my colleagues.
Choose to listen or you choose not to
You
listen.
choose not to listen.
I
So
mean,
even for greatness,
it's
the
not-
woman cannot hit greatness into your head.
I don't
You
think
can
it's-
only support what
I don't
is
think
there.
it's the listening. I think it's the choosing. If you choose a very good partner, you enjoy life. One of my colleagues in this
One of
office.
your partners.
One of my
How many
colleagues
do you have?
in this office. I was going to say colleagues. Pardon my lack of English. We went to her parents, her mom's birthday party, and then the dad gave a speech, and one of the things dad said was, he's happy today and he's successful today because he listened to 70% of what his wife told him, and that's why he is where he is today. So anything he wants to do, he seeks the advice of his wife. So this goes to show that women are gods, and like they say, women are nurturers. They grow things. If a woman wants to grow you, trust me, if a woman has your back, Tori Tokun, you go make her for life. But then, we have the destiny truncators. They will destroy your life. You see those ones where they find wig of 2 million naira. They are jobless. If you don't have 20 million naira, you can't see my legs. What's between your legs? Avoid women like that. We have very, virtuous women that our virtue. They know what they want from life. Like the one she has been mentioning. But I think the route she's
So
going.
you admit it's a choice.
Yes, it's a choice.
So the man that decided to choose the woman that will ruin his life is his choice.
I mean, I think you missed the part where she mentioned something about deceptiveness, like women being or acting on pretense before getting, showing their real color. They want money from you, they will pretend. Oh my God, you're so fine. Oh my God, your chest is so big.
If you're ugly and they're telling you so fine, you said you don't know saying that because of money they are saying you stay in front of me, are you fine there?
Somebody and you're telling me that you've not even started to see signs. Like, let's be real. You are blind. This is someone you are going to live the rest of your life. Even if you want to be blind, there were signs that you chose to be blind about.
If only, like I said, I think this is 1% of the generation that is very confused. Like, sorry, no disrespect to you. A man is just wired one way.
Oh, okay.
Well, just if you bring 10 men together and you check their brains, it's collective. Probably football, big nyash. Sorry, no disrespect to you, my brothers, but our conversation no dey too elapse. We are just happy creatures. We are happy babies that
big nyash you talk about.
Mama, I'm getting somewhere. We're just happy creatures. We're happy babies that grew in size, but not like. But some they don't want. I'm not a misogynist, guys. I love women, like I said. Okay. But you see those ones that don't have sense, they trigger me. They trigger me so much.
Let's move on. The second point my guy mentioned was the abuse that most women had seen in their parents' marriage, the psychological and emotional abuse. And after seeing how their parents have been, they did not want that. In fact, some of them like men are wahala and they don't want that issue. So they would rather like any small sign they see that this man, they will just fash you and leave because they want their own peace rather than the prestige of saying I have a boyfriend, I am married and stuff like that.
I'm not being happy.
So Mama,
what says you have something to say about this or you want me to enter it
first? I can see you are eager. Yes, now a lot. Like, of course, we know that a lot is going on these days. Like, marriage is not even enticing or appealing to people like it used to be, because a lot of people who grew up in marriages where both parents were at loggerheads, or they saw, oh, this is how it's done, and this is so this is how a woman will be treated. Okay, so in a situation where maybe the father is assaulting the mother, and that does not even have to be physically, it could be emotionally, or even assaulting the children, or there's just no peace. So of course I've seen a lot of situations like that where the offsprings from such families will be like, I'm never going to marry because of what they have seen their father do to their mother, or they basically see that, oh, this woman is not happy, she's just enduring, so they would rather stay alone. And those type of people will say, okay, so because some of these women, why you ask, why are you in this? Why are you still here? This man does this to you, this man does that. Why are you still here? Some of them will be like, okay, they can't fend on their own. That, okay, where do they want to start? What do they want to do and all that? Or some will say because of the children. So people in those kind of situations will be like, I'm never going to let any man control me or treat me like that. And then they make sure that, oh, I work hard to earn my own living, So, and then when they start earning their own living, catering for themselves, paying their own house rent, buying their own this, even have good jobs and all that, you now begin to ask yourself, okay, so why do I need a man really? Why do I need a man? Except for because except for the stereotype in the society that you must have a man, you really don't need a man, because most of the time, most of the reasons why our parents, married them was for security, like, okay, because like you said, you have to be under a man. So it was always you have to be under for security purpose. So okay, so that when you go to your man's house, so this the man that will take care of you, you put you in a house, you do this, you do that. So it's like you are under a man, and then he's taking care of you and everything. But then when you look at it these days, okay, when I can take care of myself, so why do I need a man? And then
why borrow the trouble?
Exactly. And then if I need a man, then I'm going to go with my eyes wide open and my arms ready to fight. So I don't just get into, so I'm not pushed into marriage or any relationship because they say you must marry, or because man, no, you do this one with your eyes open, that okay, this person I have seen that okay, ori ekpe, and I want to be with him and all that. Not that because I have to. Not because that I have to, but it's something that I really want. So That's why most people, especially this generation, like, no. And then they see what their mothers endured. I'm like, I cannot take this from any man. So that's the reason why some women like, okay, I would rather stay on my own and not be forced or go and enter any man's house or whatever until I'm perfectly ready. Or even if I'm not ready, well, maybe I can just, that's it basically anyway.
So Ugly, what do you have to say to that?
Women are scared of submission.
Was it not last week that somebody said that, is it not head that is correct that you submit? It's only when the head is correct that you submit. Because really, how can you submit to a head that is not correct?
Why did you make?
If somebody said to come and enter fire, you say submission, you enter fire.
Question,
you go and meet God and you.
Why did you marry somebody that his head is not correct?
You know, sometimes when you
like you said, pretentious.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
The guy might be pretending.
Exactly. So sometimes you may not know. It's when you enter the marriage, you now see that this one is empty barrel.
So now you pretended and you fell victim. Now you are claiming victim.
No, the man pretended
your
now.
Point I am telling you now. Women pretend, men pretend.
Yes,
women pretend that they are loved,
man.
Men pretend that they are sane.
See, I've even heard in extreme cases. I've heard of a case of a man, who said he's this, he's that, just to get this person to marry, just to, and I don't know how they did the marriage. You saw me even lured the woman and say, yes, that I have the money, but something happened now, something. So even the woman even paid for the wedding and everything, thinking that the husband is rich. Okay, something is coming from so blah blah blah, and then you enter the marriage and you see that
it was a lie.
It was a lie. The guy has nothing. He was pretending all along.
I read a story about
this shows her values. All she valued was the money, not the love. Because I mean,
not really. I'm going to talk about pretense here now.
Story about the woman.
Who taught men to be pretenders? Who taught men to be pretenders?
Please don't bring in that argument.
Now we teach men to be pretenders.
Yes.
Don't bring in that argument. Let's not even start that argument.
This is women that taught men to be pretenders.
Argument.
Like in the Guardian of India.
I want to ask a question. Why did men stop the chase for women lately? Because I mean, I've seen a lot of
men were never chasing women in the beginning. That's the point. Because women, they knew that women needed them, so they were able to select. Now that women are standing on their own, they don't really need. Before you
they're not saying women are not submissive.
We're not doing
please.
Because you guys don't. I am biased now. Yes, I am biased.
You told yourself that. Please, I would like to say this. Say what you know. Don't use the white cultured book to judge how it was. Please, I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. Because now you want to say
the Bible white.
You want to say, men never chased women. Please go back in your olden days. Or when you get home, ask the fathers how it was done. Because from where I am from, you wait for these ladies, whenever she's going to the stream, you help her carry her water to the stream. You try to impress them by fighting yourselves. There are some traditions or culture in African culture today that before you win a woman, you will fight.
Is it the woman
hold on now, please. Hold on, because now you're like men never chase women.
There are also some cultures that is from childhood. Your parents have already solved it.
I will get there. I will get there.
Who is it going to go and ask for permission? If the parents say you are marrying this man, you are marrying the man. If the parents say no, you are not marrying. You are not marrying.
But it just clearly shows now that you made a statement that men never chased women, and I'm trying to contradict that statement that men actually. It's just these days that men don't chase women anymore because women put themselves on money values. That once you have money, before you go work hard now. You go carry water for head for woman. You go escort. Me when they trek for bridge, they escort love, they go house. Before woman go grief for you before, you don't turn to now. You go catch bushmeat, go give, before you feed your family for her, you don't go give the girl family bushmeat for their house. When you come from farm, the biggest yam you give our family before you go give your own for house. We have to work hard to woo women. Then, before you see the legs of a woman, they don't tell you 20 million naira. No. You work hard for that. You work, now everything has been, transactionalized. I'm not an Englishman, I'm an Igbo man. If you want to speak Igbo for you, I'll speak it. Everything is based off transaction now. That's why men don't value these women anymore. Before, you have to do the work to get a woman. And then the idea of, cheating was short because before you go chase this one, finish. Can't chase this one. You say you go don't tire.
But even then, there were women that were not chased though. Even then.
But like the ratio was low. But the idea of dating apps, social media has brought this lie to my generation, making you think you have options. You don't freaking have any option. Most of you buy single. Basically, most of you buy single because there's an idea in your head that when you're in a dating app, you press love. You see many people they like. They will like you back. You talk to this one today. Instead of engaging on a proper conversation, you just see one thing you don't like, you're moving to the next one. Nah, this one's head is too big. No, his nose he breathes too much. I saw a girl that was like, he breathes too much. He should not breathe. He should not breathe.
What does that even mean?
I mean, you're not
Get
saying,
just
me.
like the
You know,
Exactly.
she don't,
She just
why?
something.
Because now
Like that.
they believe that,
You breathe too much.
now they believe that they
Don't
have
breathe now.
options, like they have multiple streams of men. If
Income.
the one way tall, different from the one where they press money, and it's crazy. That's why you see them coming out to say they don't need men. Because before now,
Okay, let's bring it back to the point I mentioned, the abuse they are seeing for their parents, their mothers going through. You said women don't want to submit. So how does that relate?
people are generally abused. There are men that are being beaten by their women, but they will never come out to say this. So I'm going to say this in that essence. It's wrong to abuse a partner, but as a grown adult, I like, one of my mantra is you attract who you are, and then you are who you want to become. If you don't want to become an abuser, you will not be that person. You might come from a home of parents abusing each other, but what brings that change? Change starts with you, not with your parents. Yes, you can blame your father for not being a rich man, but now the change is on you to be a rich man. You can blame your father for being a beater, but are you also going to be a beater?
Do you know what the effect trauma has on people?
I mean, that's why I said the change starts from you.
I think it's easy to just drop something that they've grown up seeing constantly, every day, daily, about this is the man that is supposed to protect
but
us. This is the man that is supposed
did you miss the part where I said
The attacker.
it goes both ways? Because there are women, and
I am
Tiwa
not
says, I've shown
denying-
you a video of a woman beating her
I am not
husband.
denying that women beat their husband. Yes, maybe
I
they
don't
too
deny
have
that.
had. I'm talking about now why women say they don't want the trouble of a man because they've seen that this is someone that is supposed to be our protector, our provider, and he's using that influence to make them suffer. And
If you ask my opinion, women are just not into submission anymore. They want to have their authority.
Wow,
and it's fine by me.
That's
fine by
So
me.
that is the
if
red
you,
flag.
That's how you want to take
if
it.
you watch our previous videos as regards topics like this, I said it, man, if you want to have like relationship these days, bring a pen and paper, write your transaction. Let's do for 5 years. If it works out, fine, we extend it. If it doesn't, we breach the contract. Yes, because yes, that's the route
I
these
feel
women
like
are
the
going.
reason why you're saying women are no longer submissive is because women are
don't
not
want to take
needing women
nonsense.
exactly
They are
as
not
it
willing
used
to
to
take
be.
nonsense because
So
when
now
because
the-
you are
Take
there,
nonsense.
I should not stay there and let
because
you
we
beat
notice
I
that
will beat you back.
when there's
So
when
instead,
there's a disagreement, the men will be all like, okay, kiniko, because you are earning so now, because you are they feel like, okay, any woman that is independent or confident, she's not submissive because you cannot push her around. Because what do you want to say? What do you want to say?
I don't agree with that.
Because she has her own money to spend.
What do you
You
have to
see why
So what do you have to give?
now you see why men avoid women
Because
that
it's like
already
that
have
is your power.
or men avoid women that claim to already have this. You made a statement now because she already has her money to spend. No,
Yes.
there's still women that have their money to spend, but they're still on their feminine side. Shout out to you, the feminine women. They're still on their feminine side, and those women they enjoy. They enjoy they have their money, but you see their men
keep
still.
bringing this back to the money. It is not the money.
She mentioned money, my
has
dear.
been removed from this equation.
Yes.
Both people have their own money.
Yes.
Now, with you have your money, I have my money. Why should I stay with you? Now, answer that question. When I know that this is my trauma.
Why should you?
Wait.
You don't like men, so it will not make sense to
Now,
you.
let's be realistic.
You
Now.
don't like men, so it will not make sense to you.
What do you mean?
I want someone that is actually into men to actually.
I like men.
Me, I'm
okay, you
into
don't
men.
you don't know my private life. Just because I don't show it doesn't mean you don't know my private life. Just let's leave it there. You don't
Okay.
know the men.
You
I'm
agree with me?
doing.
I like men.
I like men. I
You
don't.
do. When was the last time you went on a date?
Eh?
When was the last time you went on a date? Tiwa says.
No, apparently we are having frequent dates.
Exactly.
Well,
So
that
it's
means-
not.
No, like I said, when was the last time you went on a date? Like a proper
Because
date.
her having
Ah,
frequent
What
Hold
do you
on
mean
now.
by that? What do you mean by proper date?
Like you went on a date with a man.
So what do you mean by like proper date? Because
Like
you're
a date.
Recently now, like I go on dates now.
Are you
Very,
saying
very
that
lovely.
because the frequency of her going on a date?
Wait
I'm
now.
not even going to answer that question because you have been trying
I've not even asked you yet. Which kind of host
You are
with this
going to
one?
finish
She just
information. Oh, yeah.
you are one-sided.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Ask
I
your
think I was
question.
ready for this. If the question was still on her. Like it's
said
been recent, I've
recently.
been recent. So I mean, do you still have people asking you out on dates?
On a daily.
On a daily? Good man, you just see me. You mean, don't do your eyes like this on me. I will bring the question to my host. When was the last time we went on a date?
Last 2 weeks. Answer.
Last 2 weeks.
Yes.
How often or how frequently do you get
Not
called on dates?
frequently because I'm a busy person.
Oh, I think to us is
work every
you are very leisure timed person. You are jobless, are you?
Mama is sorry. Tiwa says is an accomplished woman who is ready to.
I mean,
you were
are
even
you-
chatting
are you,
today that
like-
you are ready to start taking yourself out. Right now, me, I say I cannot be going out on a date every
Madam, you need love, I beg. All
You
this
do
one,
not, Uncle Agni, you do not know my
accomplished.
private.
She has done life with her husband. She has done.
Apparently, the
she
guy
has-
knows what and
she-
what's going on in my
So
life.
sorry, I'm going to give a brief story about this beautiful lady, about my extreme right. You know, she happened to marry somebody she met from her secondary school days, and they've done life.
That's not true.
Was it university? I think it was university. Sorry, my bad. You know, she met this man in their university days, and then they did life together. So I mean, waiting hard past university where you go they buy handouts, they do this one, and they did life. So the idea of marriage, I think there's a misconception now about marriage. The idea of marriage is not just be there and produce kids. Marriage is building. The second you are tied to somebody, you become one. You start to build together. How do you get to know somebody if you don't go on dates? How do you even know men if you don't spend time with men? Because now you have an idea from social media, forgetting that that's the place they tell the biggest lies.
First of all,
You
you cannot
not-
compare Mama's time of our university days with my time in university days.
Because you people are just busy looking
You
for.
cannot compare.
Okay,
Times were not as hard as this. Now everybody is looking for ways to survive. How
who
to
is
make
making these times hard? If you do division of labor, times are not really hard though. It's because of this competition. Yes,
Times are not hard. It's not hard on your side.
times are hard because I mean there's no division of labor. Everybody wants to be the man in the home now.
I
There's
don't
no.
want to be the man in my own home. I beg you.
Please continue.
Let's talk
continue.
about my point now that you keep skipping over is the trauma part. Women don't want to be with a man because of the trauma.
So why are men not wanting to be with women? Because it goes both ways. Yes, now it's like if you say women don't want to be with men because of the trauma, what about men?
Opinion. Yes, I'm sure there's
Okay, so
opinion
what's
about
your
men.
opinion? Do you think that men don't want to be with women?
Yeah, like I said, the chase for women has dropped. You know when electricity currents drop, that's it. Because one, women has finalized or it's now on finance. Yes, it's now on finance. So what's the chase? Just chase money and get
Yeah,
whatever
so the
woman you want.
women are all over. The women come to the men these days. That's what you mean. So men are not really chasing. But let me tell you something now. But if it's you men are able to discern between the two, or between the women who are just there for the money, or between the women who you know are just there for the money, or you just or
Pretense,
you know
add
that
pretense to it. Add
yes,
pretense to it.
that you know that okay, they are pretending, and you know what you want to get, so it's like transactional. But there are the women that you really want.
What if they don't want me?
That's on you. If they don't want you, then you do
Why
the
don't
chasing.
you want them? Why? That's
Then
the
you do
question.
the chasing.
Why?
So chasing is still being done these days. It might not be as much, but chasing is still being done on what you really want. If what you really want does not want you, you do the chasing.
That's why
But
that's what brought her to the
that
topic
one,
where
there's no need for chasing for that one.
that's what brought her to the topic where women don't really like men these days. Men have to chase women. That's what you said, right?
That's the opinion. Yes.
So you see that you just said what she said.
Exactly. Men have to chase the ones that they really want, and those are the ones, maybe the ones that you really value.
And they are.
But not not the fluid ones that are all over
And they don't value you back.
And
And they don't value you back. Because
no, it's not that they don't value you back, but you have to work for that value. That's what I'm saying. So there's
the
a
generation
difference.
then did not have to work as hard as they are doing
Yeah,
now.
there's a difference.
so now basically this
So
generation
the
of
one
women
that
are trying to tell
asking
you.
you for 2 million, those ones you can see that their value is that 2 million for wig.
So
Their
basically-
value is wig. And also you don't need to chase, they are coming to you because somebody that has already place herself on the pedestal and is doing well for herself, and then you have seen the qualities that you want in this person, you will definitely do the chasing.
So when you're done with the chasing, you always keep chasing this person, because the second the average life you're giving this person drops, she's not there anymore.
Can you imagine? I'm not even talking about life. Which life are you giving her?
Because
I'm
I mean,
talking about
bringing
somebody.
it back
I
to
don't
the
know
money.
exactly
You keep
why. I'm
bringing
not
it back
even
to
talking
the
about money.
money.
I'm talking about
Let's move
somebody,
on. Let's
somebody who is already established and is doing well for herself. But
before
that
you came into
before
the
you
picture.
came, and then you now see that I want this person. Maybe you see that this person has a quality that I like, and then you chase the person. So what has the life got to do with it?
Mama, I have a question. She said I keep bringing money.
Wait, let me even
Tell me two of the ways.
Let me even say something. In relationships, you have to keep chasing each other.
Each other.
Yes. Even when you are married, you have to keep chasing your wife.
That's a problem.
And
yes, and the wife has to keep being the baby girl for the husband. Because if you stop, that's when everything will now go south. You won't think, because I married her, she's not my mind Kechi. No, you have to keep chasing her. Unless somebody else will chase her for you outside.
And because I've married him.
If the woman to now, once you are married now, you don't babe up again. You're always tying wrapper, whatever. Your mom will go and find the chick babes outside. So it's a two-way thing. You have to keep. So don't say that again. That once you have it, you don't keep. You have to keep chasing.
I didn't say that.
No, you said that. So you were kind of saying that. Okay, so you have to keep chasing her to maintain lifestyle. So I wanted to bring that point out that anyway, you still have to keep chasing. I'm not talking about lifestyle, but you have to keep chasing each other.
You see what I said?
Okay.
Mama has done life. She was saying has done life. She has done life. She understands.
Moving on, another point was the marital status of then and now. Then, if you are not married as a woman, apart from the finances part of what you can do, if you are not married, there's a certain stigma that rested on women then, like, what did she do? What's wrong with her? Why? Well, now it's not the same anymore. There are a lot
it's not as much.
It's still there, but it's not as much. Women can do whatever they want, move wherever they can, remain as single. So for those women now, don't bring in those women that are just comfortable with themselves. They're like we said in some of our previous programs that there are people that don't like romance or anything. They want to be on their own. So they don't feel that pressure enough to pretend to like a man because they are okay on their own, right? Yes. There are women like
that. And
that.
there's nothing wrong with that.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But then we hear opinion
because
that...
we can't all be the same anyway.
Exactly. We can't all be the same. Ugly, what do you have to say for that one?
I feel like you're just waiting for me to talk, but okay. Please rephrase that beginning again, because I had something to say before.
The marital status stigma, if you're not married during their time at a certain age, there's a stigma that was placed on the woman that there's probably something wrong with her, maybe her family or...
Thank you. So now, marriage thingy, a lot has changed when it comes to marriage, and I keep still making this reference to do a pen and paper type of marriage. Now these days, women don't change their name for your name. Before, when you're getting into marriage, they convert their name from their father's name to your own name. Now, women don't change their name.
They do now. They just make it compound. They put your own and they still put their father's own.
Because they are giving respect to their father.
Yes, now, depending on the
person that trained them to school.
Yes,
and then marry your father, man. Just freaking marry your father.
No.
It's not by
just
exactly.
Respect to the man that trained her through school. No, I don't see any.
That father that trained you through school took your mother from somewhere. That man that trained you through school took your mother from somewhere, and your mother took his name. I know this whole idea of feminism. I don't agree.
Allowed to see it as a taboo to take another.
There are some families that even use compound name.
You see, I know where you're going to go with this.
Yes, so identify that okay, this person is from this particular, especially names that are plenty, maybe like Okoko. So now say, okay, this is John Okoko. This is Okoko of John.
Have you ever done like a digging deep as to why these women are using their father's name? In case there is a divorce in future to come. Now, this goes to show that these people don't even plan divorce before marriage even start.
I think that's a biased statement. You can't say that. No.
I mean, tell me why you cannot change your name.
How did you think that? How did your thinking go down?
I read, because I work on the street of Instagram as well. I work on the street of social media. So I see these things.
I don't think
on the comment section, women were saying, so when he divorced me, I can't go back to my father's name. I rather not leave it. So clearly, these women are planning or plotting for divorce and waiting it to happen. If you want to say marriage this, women, or your question that you said now, because that question does knock my fracas, guys. But anyways, and the whole marriage system did not change. It has changed crazily when it comes to the women, but for the men, it's still the same. When people bring one hand, we'll just find a way to adjust to it. That's how I see life now. Tebagbelewa would adjust. You bring this one, we'll adjust. But for us, like me, I'm a local man. I don't like too much of flesh showing and all that. When you do that, you're a misogynist, you hate women. You do this. And this is another thing I would like to say. The women of these days, once you don't agree with their opinion, you're a misogynist. You hate women so much. They've built a very soft skin to criticism that if you criticize something, this guy hates women. So now you cannot even tell them what is wrong from what is right. And if you check, she said something about women being comfortable and happy alone. That's a lie. I gave you 2 Bible scriptures that shows that these 2 counterparts need each other. So if at any point you feel like life is doing you right, please come out and explain how. Come out and explain how you're enjoying life. If that's what you think.
How is it your enjoyment? Somebody said they are actually people like that.
Even Paul said it. If you are not, if you don't, Paul said it. It's not everybody that must marry you.
You can stay.
Paul said it to a man.
For reference sake, Amy, please stay away from marriage. Since your thoughts.
Why?
Because I do not agree with your opinion.
I don't understand.
It is your opinion, no. That is your own opinion.
That women are happy single. It's not my opinion that women are happy single.
Women.
It's the way he turns my words for me, actually.
I'm of the opinion that no man is an island. That is why we were created in this world with that void in us. There's nobody, you cannot stay alone. Everybody needs the other person. A man needs a woman needs a man. That is the way we are created, So there's nothing like, okay, I'm going to be alone or whatever. But though I know that there are some people like that. But my take is that you don't have to be alone, but must you marry?
So what do you call that?
That's the one that is busting my brain.
What do you call that?
Because if you keep marry and you are not happy, that once you enter marriage now, they say it's do or die. It's for better, for worse.
I mean, we have divorce now. So.
They say it's for when you start.
But most people don't want that stigma of divorce.
They start counting the divorce for you, and then I realize that it's easier to get into marriage than to get out of it.
So, can I ask you a personal question?
You can't be asking me personal.
No, not like personal, like personal.
It is easier to get into marriage than to get out of it. There's a lot of trouble to getting out of it. There's a lot of
it's not even personal
question.
There's
a lot of complications like that. So, as much as I know that we are not created to be alone, everybody needs somebody. So, be with people, but you don't have to marry if you can't marry.
But you do. The question I was going to ask you is: do you think people do enough work to stay in their marriages these days, or because of one slight thing they want to leave?
Okay, these days, I don't think people are as patient, And another reason for that is because people get into marriage these days for the wrong reasons. So they don't really. And then back then, we can't really say that back then people had lots of happy marriages. They were just enduring. Because they felt like they didn't have a choice.
One thing I've noticed
as much as they were happy marriages then, but they were marriages too. A lot of marriages.
It depends on the perspective of who was happy in
marriage. The women were just there because they were like, I can't leave my children. Yes. I can't leave my children. I can't leave my children. It's because of children.
I don't like how they make everything about the women.
Yes, they were just enduring.
I don't like how they make everything about the women. Shout out to you, Hakimi, for that very good job. You and your mother plotted for that lady. Because now everything, Terence Gibson came out and said, it's not only when people have divorce, don't only check on the women, check on the men. When people have miscarriages, don't only check on the women, check on the men. Because everywhere I go, that's why it seems like Daniel don't like women. I like women. But when everything is just the women, men are going through traumas too. You find a lot of men in beer parlors. Have you ever wondered why these men go to beer parlors instead of going to their house? Why? If you have peace in your house, you go. There was this story I saw, and I think I showed it to one of my colleagues, of this man, and he said, he was always going to the beer parlor, and his brother told the wife that if you want your husband to stay at home, you see that meat there is going to drink in the beer parlor. When he comes home, just put match, give him fried meat in the house, and give him beer. He's not going to go anywhere. He'll stay in the house. And during that time, he just wants his alone time. Don't disturb him. And Till today, they're still enjoying their marriages. If you say people are not patient and all that, or there's no love, people were merged or matched. They'll bring this one from here, bring this one from here. They'll merge them, and they'll find love in that, and they'll be happily married ever after. Stories like that are there, but trust me, your social media will not promote stories like that. It's the toxic ones they will promote for our mommies and this thing to consume. And when they consume this thing, it's hard to get it off their mind. It's hard. It's hard. Now, a man has big head. That's a reason why you don't want to continue the relationship. Or he snores when he's sleeping.
If my spec is if I don't like big head, but
Like
why
some
get into it in
people
the first place?
that said they only like thick women now.
Abio, there's
I've seen something that this woman has everything, but she's fair, and I like dark women.
Imagine.
I've heard it.
I mean, who started all this thing?
I think
keep saying-
everybody's even entitled to their
That was
life
even
and to
a
their
big
preference. Everybody's entitled to
marry
their
the person
preference.
you want
So
to
you can't
marry.
say,
I think these are teenagers, this generation are the fear submission. I don't want to submit.
Anyway,
And
like
will
I
submit by
said,
force.
I am rounding up
By
my
force.
show. I
Yes.
am rounding up my show. Like I said, it's a very controversial opinion. Like I'm sure that there are still so many opinions, so many thoughts and points that we would love to bring out. But it's time for us to hear your own points. It's time for us to hear your opinions, your stories. Let's see it in the comments. Please share. Please like. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. If you just came by chance to our channel, please subscribe. We'll keep on bringing you more trendy videos, more controversial topics and opinions, more intellectual programs. See you until next time. Bye.
bye.
It was landed.